What's up, collective? It's your girl, Honey the Shaman here, and I have a message for you. But before we start, I was living a life of sin, and then the divine stepped on in, and now I feel saved. Okay, so we're just going to start off with a couple of oracle cards here, just to kind of get this message rolling. Let's see what the spirit realm has for you. Somebody could have got ghosted because light bulbs are going off about somebody's affiliation to something is coming through. Something is connected. There's some sort of dark scribe or something like that. Somebody has like a dark scribe or something that they work with that located something. Could have located you. Something like that is also possible here. Let's see what we have that came out here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Morrigan's Sovereignty. You see this darker being here? Yeah, something very weird with that. Okay, cool. So the first card that we have here is it says, and it's in the stagnant energy. It says January, rebirth, right? And it's a woman sitting by a window. She's looking out at animals. She's looking out at the night sky here. And this was just giving me the energy about you going through some form of, what it says, a rebirth here. You have a lot of help from the spirit realm with helping you overcome or just rebuild yourself. A lot of you guys can be guided to start journaling, and also I'm picking up on the fact that somebody could have read your journals here. Something like that is present as well. There's some sort of book. Somebody has like a book of spells that they've been using to try to keep themselves connected to you as well is coming through here. Somebody has a very messed up family tree. This is somebody that's at a distance from you. Their family tree is nasty. It's wicked. It's barren almost. There's somebody who likes to, they're a smoker. That's coming through as well. Fireflies could be significant. And something about Aladdin. Somebody's a narcissist. Somebody's going to be made fun of on a public kind of platform. And then we have these two kind of come out like this. The first one we have in the reverse is the Creatrix. And this is in the reverse. Somebody's not able to do spell work on their own anymore. It's kind of as if they lost access to their gifts. And it says voice of the outcast. And there's this being here. And this came out stagnant over top this energy here, which is like the spirit realm isn't hearing their voice. Somebody has been sealed off from even communicating with the spirit realm, or they're about to be, because of whatever they did to you that made you have to go through this major rebirth. You're still in this rebirth process. The next oracle card we have here says rest of the inner warrior. It's in the reverse. There'll be no rest for the wicked here. This person's going to have to fight some things off because of what they've done. This energy right here is still letting me know that maybe this person is finally starting to realize like how much they've destroyed their family tree, what they've done. This card also says Anastasia, self-discovery. See, somebody's figuring out like their active repercussions of their actions. So somebody's going through some form of a spiritual awakening. It's giving a narcissistic energy that hadn't really grown up fully. And the stagnant energy here we have home at last, aloneness, stagnant. Somebody could be being isolated. Somebody is closed off. And then also there's an energy attached to like you being on your own until you fully go through like this metamorphosis. And you see this is like until you fully go through this metamorphosis, you're going to kind of be by yourself for a while. This says Yemaya, mother of all, divine care, stagnant. So the divine has stagnated you in this energy of having to take care of yourself. Maybe because you went through something very very drastic here, and there's a certain level of like healing you need. So you've been kind of just stagnated a bit, not permanently, but you know, to give you that certain level of healing here. I'm hearing Jesus is a love song, and the guy that holds like that long note. I'm hearing that as well. So let's pull a couple tarot cards. You guys definitely have some past lovers. There's more than one that is doing some sort of reminiscing about you. And I also had, before I merged the deck completely, doing some form of like research about who you are, what you have going on. You are not who they remember you as. See, this person in the past, you're not who they remember you as. And they want to, they wish that you can see that they're not who they used to be as well. That's there also. And let's just pull a couple of these cards here. Some people want to come back to you, but they feel like it's spilled milk with the Five of Cups. They feel like there's no hope, or like they couldn't come back. Let's see what fell on top of each other. We have the Four of Wands, which is the Death card, stagnant with the Joker. Somebody is going through a whole lot right now. Somebody's going through major endings in their life. This is somebody who was planning something, plotting something that didn't work out. And based off of how much they invested, they're going to get something back. But it's going to be in the form of a storm. It's not going to be what they invested. And what they are working on is literally being jammed up and stagnated in who they worked with as well. This is somebody who had a plan on targeting you in some sort of way. I heard target practice. So somebody who thought that targeting you was like a joke. Remember I said that narcissistic energy was kind of coming through before. So somebody who felt like this was a game. Like they were playing like Grand Theft Auto or something. This person has a dark entity attachment that's being drawn to me with these two people, and this person in the darkness with this other person. And there's something about with this right here looking like a pillow, a black pillow talking. They could have had somebody dark get into their ear, or they could have laid down with somebody who put an entity attachment on them. This person doesn't know the difference in between their own thoughts and this entity's thoughts. So when they have a feeling and they're thinking their thoughts too, the entity is kind of like communicating with them, but in the form of them, and they're being convinced to do bad things, and they think that they're telling themselves to do it, and they're not. It's coming from this entity here. And then also with this person holding up this like saber's tooth or something like that. Looks like, you know how like in ancient times they used to, you know, utilize different animals and different things like that to create all different types of things for themselves. It's giving this person is hyper paranoid at this moment, like to the point where they're kind of dangerous. You ever like, yeah, I don't feel like getting too deep into that, but they're kind of dangerous at this moment. Well, we had fall on top of that Seven Pentacles. That targeting energy was a Chariot in the reverse here. Something is not coming toward you because this person was exposed. Something about what they were planning or something about their targets was exposed. 7-7 here. This is also letting me know something about some money is coming forward as well, exposed. And another 7. So we have 7-7-7. Something with some money has been exposed here. We have the Seven of Wands specifically with this card, which is why, but it's in the reverse. I was going to say this is why this had been blocked, but it's in the reverse. So somebody's trying to defend something to do with some sort of money. They're trying to find out a way to defend something with money, or they're actively doing things to try to defend something with some sort of finances or something like that. Somebody's feeling sick to their stomach. And then we have the Four of Pentacles with this jewelry and this diamond on it. You see what I'm saying? Money. This is something's extremely like money, money motivated here as well. Somebody could wear like a lot of jewelry or something like that. This is somebody who sees themselves like a king or a queen. They see themselves with this crown really standing out to me. They see themselves in like a way that makes them feel like other people should bow down to them, or they're used to having like a bunch of followers or people who like look up to them in some sort of way, and they don't want to lose like a certain level of admiration that other people have for them, right? And some sort of heartache is stuck here. Somebody is stuck in heartache because you are a very valuable person. You're somebody that they should have treated better. This is somebody who wished that they made different choices here. And with this Eight of Pentacles, because working against you didn't work anyway. So it's just kind of like they just took an L. They're not used to taking an L. They worked with a group of people to do whatever this is to target you. And now whatever they did is coming back to them and whoever they worked with. Some of them, they could have worked with a lover as well. That's showing up. And we have the Knight of Wands here. That's what just came out. This person would like to come back and offer you some offer that's like less than who you are, because they just don't want to like, they just don't want to lose something here. They don't want to face this negative judgment that they're owed or that they're due to pay. But this is like something it's like unavoidable. That energy is coming through here. And they're going to go through some sort of public scrutiny. I don't know if you can see this person's face very well. It's like very judgmental here because of something that they did for money. That's the Ten of Swords. So we know that something is over here. And then we have the Tower moment, stagnant. They can't get out of paying this tower or even like experiencing this tower. I'm feeling called to this Oracle deck. I'm surprised I'm feeling called to switch to so many decks so soon, but let's see what comes out with these. This person is at like a point in their existence where they're like looking around and realizing the mess that they've created finally. And there's this energy of this person kind of saying like, why did I do this to somebody that I love? I'm picking up on they did something kind of ruthless here, so I don't know how they feel like they love you, but that's like kind of like what they're saying here. Yeah. You know, some people don't know what love is, so they, I don't know. Oh, geez, we had a lot come out here. Okay, let's see what we're working with over here. So we have, you're not for everybody. This is somebody who could have felt like you are like weird. They could have painted you to be like a weirdo. And it's not because you're actually weird, it's because you're a lone wolf and you're actually something that got cloaked, right? Whoever you actually are is something that God didn't allow to be seen because he wanted to have a personal experience with you, a personal relationship with you. And he didn't want everybody to know everything. Something was just between the two of you guys. And this person, because they felt like they weren't able to like fully immerse themselves into like this atmosphere or this personal connection or relationship you were having with God, they felt like judging it. You know, there's like the fear of the unknown that's here. And it says, you know, it's so crazy. I didn't even read this. You want to know what it says at the bottom? Embrace your weirdness, face your north. I didn't even read that. So like I said, this is somebody who tried to say that you were weird, but it was just because you were different and God had his hand on you. So we're talking about somebody who doesn't like necessarily know God for themselves here. Then we have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. You're very sweet as well. So this person could have thought that you were a doormat. You were an easy target. You were easily expendable. And look, there's this energy too. If you look closely at this card, Here's you on your own, having this one-on-one type of experience between you and God, and this person's way over here. They felt left out of your divinity. And they didn't know how to handle it or to even fully perceive it because they weren't having a personal relationship with God on their own. We have portal. Doors are opening. You decide, reward, wild card. And then you left this person here. And when you left this person, you stepped into this reality that God was cultivating you in your individuality, even with this person. You see how this doorway is big enough for two people, but because they made a choice, they didn't enter this with you. It was never their door, by the way. It was always yours, but they didn't have to be left behind. They made a choice to target you with 777, something for finances, and it locked them out. You were always on your way to whatever this is here. You were always on your way to whatever was being cultivated. I'm seeing this person walking with their bare feet. Something about you getting something out of the mud is also prevalent here. And then we have messenger, Cyrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. You bring a lot of balance to this person's life. And this is also giving me the energy of like you have a big purpose on this planet. Your purpose isn't just regular. Your purpose isn't just like, you know, mundane every day. Like you have an actual purpose here. So it's like anybody with you has to be on accordance with you, or they're going to be left behind. Because if you look at this door, there's a light shining from this side to this side. You have to be light enough to even enter this door. So people have to be on the right path and have to be in alignment and welcomed in God's atmosphere to even travel with you where you're going here. Some of you guys could be singers. I don't know if you see this light here at the throat. Or you could have a gift of gab or gift of speaking or something like that as well. And then we have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And when you step through this portal and you went to wherever you're going, it didn't look pretty. It may not even have looked like this was where you're going, but you were breaking away the old. You were releasing what no longer served you. You were shedding the things of this reality that maybe you have picked up or took with you for a long time that couldn't come with you. So you were going through like this pruning season, and to other people, a face splitting open is like, what the heck, right? But in God's eyes, this is something beautiful because you see she's splitting open, but there's light body behind her. This is all light. You understand? Her light body was revealed. Your light body was revealed. Something about money is popping up here, so I got a notification. Look at this. You understand what I'm saying? This light coming in. You were going through an awakening here. Something about the light body. This is Star Keeper, cosmic ancestor. See the light by staying grounded here. You guys could have started getting into divination. You could have started being more interested in, you know, tarot, especially if you're here, and connecting with your spirit team here. You were receiving enlightenment. You're going through an enlightenment process here where you were shedding the old, connecting back to the old ways, aligning yourself with your family in like the most proper way for where you and your family were called. Look at this doorway, how it's shaped, the arch. Now look at this in this doorway. So it's something here that was like in alignment with your lineage, your ancestry lineage here. And your spirit team was working with you, your ancestors for your highest good, were working with you to get you through a doorway that maybe they've all been trying to enter. Something like that. Doesn't have to be specifically like maybe they all were trying, but there's some sort of doorway that's only in alignment with your bloodline. And you got what am I hearing? I sought the Lord and he heard and he answered. That's why I trust him. So whatever this is was something you were going to have to like trust God for, right? And your ancestors helped you walk through that door by giving you the enlightenment that you needed to be light enough, which is why you had to enter into that light body. I love when I get like hyped and stuff. That means like I click the message, right? You had to be light enough to enter the doorway yourself. You had to be light enough to go through this doorway yourself here. And you did. You did it. And for some of you, the gatekeeper of this door was your ancestors, because they wouldn't have sent you somewhere you weren't ready to, you weren't necessarily ready to enter, right? Then we have the Sea of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. Your spirit team, your ancestors for your highest good saw you. They saw you and they saw your potential. They saw you as this big ocean of potential. They could have opened even more, like, I'm not gonna say open because God is the door opener, but some of them could like have seen potential in you and could have given you more, how do I put that? Okay, I'm feeling called to actually be quiet about that. Just go into like some sort of a communication session with your spirit team to understand what could have been revealed there, because it's something good, but I don't feel called to fully expose that. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Some of you guys were the generational curse breaker in your family. You're the chosen one in your family, right? There's two different types of chosen ones you can be. You can be your family's chosen one, which is usually the generational curse breaker, right? And that's the person that's here that the family chose to get the blessings, to push forward, to do, you understand, like do whatever it is that they called you to do, right? And then there's another chosen, which we know the 144,000. You work with God, right? So this right here says, I'm sorry, defenselessness, right past wrongs and uprooting. So like we said, there's people from the past that could be in a certain level of repentance when it comes to you because they didn't see you properly. People who didn't treat you right. People who were called to show up a certain way and didn't. They showed up in a more of a shadow energy, or they try to use you for what you had. They could be in prayer mode. And the thing about it is, this was what God wanted, because it was always about achieving them back. It was always about growing them to a place where they, you understand, where they could be whole, where they could be who he called them to be. Going to a place where you have to go into full repentance and pray over what you did wrong is what he needed. So your purpose was fulfilled in their life, right? Then we have Harayeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars, and people miss you too. Something about you is angelic, and they seen it, but they didn't necessarily value it. And now you're either farther. So that person we talked about before that felt far away from you, they feel even farther from you now than they did then. They wish that they would have looked at you and saw you as the mentor that you came into their life to be. Then we have star ancestors. Hidden secret, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. And this came out stagnant. So your ancestors have more stuff, your ancestors for your highest good, have more stuff that they wish to bestow upon you, more knowledge, more gifts, more things. But they need something here. They need you to research something, build something, get stronger in something, learn something before they start to bestow more knowledge on you, which is making me think about this knowledge coming in through the crown in this doorway. So there's more doorways than just one. That's coming through here as well. Sheesh, I gotta, oh, it's hot, man. Okay. You got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. I get a couple images off of this. I'm every woman. You are a lot more on your own than you realize that you are, right? That's here. And also, you got the love. Codependency is standing out to me, but I'm not picking up on the energy like you are codependent. So I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe you need to be stronger on your own in some sort of way as well. Your spirit team is with you, so you're not really alone. You're very loved. And ooh, confirmation. You're very loved, and you need to be stronger with your boundaries. There's some place in your life where you're being called to really become solid as a rock, okay? When it comes to certain people, places, and things, specifically around family as well, right? Just be a little stronger in that. They need you to make sure, they need to make sure that you are strong enough to protect what it is that they would like to bring into your life. This right here says the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer, because you're a very sweet person with a kind heart that's forgiving. You could be the type of person that could wear your heart on your sleeve. You could be, and I feel like a lot of this is a lot more like past energy, like from when you were like, maybe like when you were younger and things like that. And you had to like learn to like grow out of it. There's an energy surrounding that as well. So just making sure that you're trusting like your divine guidance that comes in here with this bird on her shoulder. You see the bird? And be okay with turning away from people. And I don't know if you see the handle going over her heart, even if it hurts you, because you have to be able to put your foot down so that you can protect what it is that's coming into your life, right? So let's pull a couple of these intuitive read cards here. Let's pull a couple of solid as a rock. Let's pull a couple of cards and see what we get. Let's pull a couple of solid as a rock. Let's pull a couple of cards and see what we get here. Yes. Yeah. I'm seeing something about somebody being completely blindsided here. A stalker. Somebody who thought they knew something about you, or some of you could literally be like a freaking stalker or something like that. Something about a little window. Somebody could have been looking through a window or a peephole or something. Be mindful, or look out of your rear view window with that little window there when you're driving or something like that. Be mindful as well. This is somebody who feels like in this energy toward you, maybe towards losing you. Could have been that person we spoke about earlier. Let's just see what comes out. The rich help the poor in God's plans. 777 energy that came out with this person for like doing something for money here. To somebody who feels like you're more abundant than them. Some of you can actually be a wealthy person or something like that. And this person feels, and this is so funny because look, feels obligated to you, feels obligated / entitled to you, your business, your blessings / what's yours. So this person felt like you owed them something, or like, even if you didn't owe them something, that like they had a right to whatever you had, which could have pushed them into whatever type of thing that they did in order to target you for some sort of abundance here. And it says, I'm picking up on you were very disciplined here. So you could have been disciplined with this person in a way where their plan couldn't work out because you didn't necessarily go for something. And it says you are the best to party with. So somebody could have tried to like get you to like show your butt, you know what I mean, like show out somewhere or be sloppy or whatever it is, and you, every time you went out, you were like on point, you handled yourself well. They didn't expect this to happen. So somebody was trying to plot on your reputation as well, like the way that you handle yourself in public. That's also coming through here. So be mindful when you're going out. Even be mindful of your own friends. If you hang out with your own friends, even I'm picking up on a large energy with this collective, like you're not really the big partiers, right? Be mindful of the people even you go out with that's not this person, which I feel like you've always been, but I feel called like that's a message for somebody specifically here. Then we have very disciplined. Then we have a high priestess, right? And then we have at your baby, or a baby / your baby. So somebody could have got some spell work done on your child if you have a child here, or on your reproductive system. And I don't know what type of person you can refer to as a high priestess that would do spell work on a baby, or somebody's ability to have kids. That's not a high priestess. I don't know what that is, because anybody that's a high priestess should have higher knowledge. You should know better, right? You were fighting in your head alone. No one was beefing with you. So this person has some sort of beef in their mind with you, or whatever was going on was upstairs in their head, which could have convinced them to do this. Old rich woman's persona. because they feel like you're better than them. They feel like you're wealthier than them. Some of you could be. Some of you guys could be either business owners, or it's in your soul contract where you have the ability to become a business owner. If something is in your mind about starting a business, just start creating it, learning about it, because I'm picking that up heavy in this energy too. Somebody could have wanted that from you, or they were jealous about that. Don't know what convinced you I wouldn't do that. Oh. It's like putting a mirror back together. So somebody doesn't know why you trusted them. Why did you think that they would be a good person to you? This could have been somebody you met naturally. This is giving narcissistic, right? Because this is somebody you could have like met naturally. So you have to get to know them, right? You're not just going to assume or expect for somebody to like hurt you or do you dirty, right? So what's coming through is like, they were like, I don't know why this B trusted me, or why this dude trusted me. And it's like, why couldn't they trust you? Why are you untrustworthy? You understand what I'm saying? But this is somebody that's just a little cocky, but it feels like that's being said in a way to kind of make them feel better about themselves because of what they did to you. A bomb ex-life. Maybe they started sleeping with an ex here. For some of you, something about their ex could have blew their life up in some sort of way. And also, I'm picking up on somebody's baby mother. There's a lot here. The letter F is possible to be sticking out as well. Yeah, we got stuff all over the place. Okay. This person with a bad stomach. So that could be something about somebody's baby's mom or something like that, or somebody you know has a bad stomach. Then he says that's not your calling. So somebody has a karmic child because they wouldn't leave somebody alone. So they could have got pregnant by somebody because they wouldn't leave them alone. Doesn't feel like this is you. And then we have on my other tarot deck that's sitting here, it says, I heard this person is being attacked. So somebody did a reading and found out that somebody's attacking you. I just want to see what card is on top here. The World card. It could be becoming wide knowledge that this person used some sort of divination to attack you in some sort of way, or this person's ex or baby's mother or something. It could have been the both of them. It says they did all that and it still doesn't matter. So they did all that spell work, they did all this stuff, and you're still fine. So there's a level of like shame and embarrassment that's here. I'm looking at the Tower card and the Six of Wands. That's sticking out also here. That was the reason. So people are like, wow, that's why they did that? Like something doesn't add up. It's like the level of attack that could have been sent toward you doesn't add up for like the reason why they did it. People are like, what? You understand? Like, what? That's coming through. And then when it says, I heard this person is being attacked. Number 3, growth. You just overcome it and you become stronger. You become better every time they like do something to you here. So it's like, and you did all of that and it's for no reason, or that's the reason. And then this person just gets better anyway. Like, what do you do? Like this person is being questioned a lot. When it says, I heard this person is being attacked, not allowed to know. This is somebody who could have wanted people to keep like you being attacked by them, a secret or something like that also. You guys have somebody that's jealous of you. Let them work for you because of some sort of finances here. Or somebody wants to work with you and not them or something. I don't know. Something says too obtainable and not exclusive. The nice mean girl. Somebody thought that you would be like easier. They thought that you would be somebody that's like, you can be a kind person. So people thought that you would be something where it's like easy to like put people on you, or easy for people to come in and use. They thought you were like an easy target in some way, but it's not seeming that way. Trying to find a way to leave. Now somebody wants to get away from this. Could be this person from this group. They don't want to be a part of something because of how things have played out. I'm seeing 7 of Pentacles, something involving some finances. With this right here, which is sticking out to me, this person is writing something. Some sort of documentation is also also relevant here. And then it says too obtainable, not exclusive. And what fell on top of that was sometimes you get to a point where you just don't care no more. You have overgrown the version of you that they know. So even if you were somebody that had like lower self-esteem, or for some of you guys, you were a lot more friendly or open to people, you're not who you used to be anymore, right? So if they're operating to try to target you based off an old version of you that no longer exists, they're sure to fail. They're sure to fail either way, but that's coming through here also. And it says a bad deal or contract. Remember, I just showed you the person writing on that paper like some sort of document. Somebody took a bad deal or a contract or something like that as well when it comes to you. They don't know you, so they're in over their head here. It says they were meant to be the haymaker, the gusto, to make this person walk away from you. But instead, they were the thing that made you walk away from this person instead. Something didn't go as planned. Now they're in too deep and they got a contract over them. Something says tithes and donations here. Something could be involving a church, or somebody already got paid for something that they can't deliver on. Something about a remote control. Something involving the fine print of something. Something blew back. And it says lightning. And that's making me think that you exposed something here. English people. Maybe something about some English people or people from England. English speaking people. I don't know. Maybe you articulated something clearly. The day of you being a laughing stock is over, and now ain't nobody laughing. Child, ain't nobody laughing no more. And people are now looking in the past. So now there's some sort of investigation, some sort of research being done. And then what we have sticking out here is some secrets. And we also have messy parent coming out as well. They had no idea who they effing with. They should have thought twice before they messed with you. Somebody tried to say you were a succubus here. Time to date yourself. But you're the type of person who's been kind of alone. You guys could have been single for a couple years. You could be single. You could not even be dealing with anybody. So how is this person saying that you're, you know, promiscuous or a succubus energy? You're not dealing with nobody. So it's like something about whatever they said is not adding up here. Then we have read the fine print. Remember I said earlier something about fine print here. Somebody got themselves in some deal they can't pay up. And then the creatrix is in the reverse here. They're not going to be able to create something that they thought that they would be able to create. Somebody wants to pull out, but this fell near my pocket. So that's making me think of pulling out a piece. So something like that could be going on in some sort of way. I'm seeing RIX, something to do with that. This level of built up anger is far more dangerous than one realizes. So yeah, I think it does have something to do with somebody trying to pull out a piece or something like that. So be mindful, protect yourselves, even though I don't really think you have anything to worry about. And this also could be talking about somebody trying to do something to themselves as well. Somebody's just angry. I'm seeing a person sitting in a car, like angry here. And they could have something on them. And they're contemplating on what to do. Like this is somebody who's like at a place of almost insanity. They don't know what to do. This is also somebody who doesn't even want their emotions to be expressed. They're very angry though, because you outshine the pack. They feel like you outshine them in some sort of way. Even when it comes to them having had practiced magic on you, that didn't work. So they feel less than you. Geez, 7 cards came out here. Let's see what we got. I was too afraid to say something. Waiting on the right moment to flip the script. So that's giving me the energy of like, and then we have shaking in their boots. This gives me the energy of somebody else around this person, these people who knew you, knew them, That's what I want to say. Somebody else around you guys knew what this person was planning when it comes to you, but they didn't know how to tell you. And then we also have sticking out here, I know your intentions were pure and they felt like you didn't deserve it. Because you're so easy to love here. On pull out, it says, not worth the time. Go do something fun. So it's giving somebody that wants to catch somebody slipping, but you're not putting yourself in environments where they would have easy access to you. And it's making them upset. And this person with this card sticking out to me is upset that if you're talking out about something, they want to like do something because you're talking out about it. And then with this card right underneath it, somebody's like in their ear about it. There's a couple here or two people that are always talking about what to do. And it says, God/getting their children to participate. Somebody could want to use one of their kids to try to get something done here. So be mindful of that. Some of you guys be careful of like, if you have like cousins or aunts and uncles and stuff that you're not that close with, be careful of them too. Like trying to invite you places. Maybe they'll get the kid to be like, oh, hey, uncle or TT or cousin, I'm having something. Do you want to come out and see? Be mindful because people are desperate enough to even want to use their children. Like be mindful. Like some of y'all are in a place where you kind of like really do have to like watch your back. Ain't no hard feelings towards no kids, but if they're being used, you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself, like staying away from them. You don't want somebody back in your life. This is somebody who's angry that you walked away from because you don't want them back. And that fell on top of longing for home, homesick. Remember, like I said, family. Could be some family members you also cut off that got themselves into this. And then it says, who cares? You shouldn't have participated at all. So if they're feeling like they're in a hole and they're complaining to people about, oh, I don't know what to do, this, that, and the third, they have people in their life disciplining them like, who cares? Who cares? Don't start that crying now. You was down for it when you thought it was going to work out. Now it's not going to work out. You don't want to deal with that. Like that's coming out here too. And it says, I love the way you encourage me. You speak life into me. Like I said, they're going to somebody for advice and this person is not telling them what they want to hear. And they're upset about it. This is why this person is sitting there in anger. Mad because touching you publicly made everyone see their weakness. Boom. Boom. What Angela said. And they're watching tarot readers too. This is somebody who's watching tarot readers to try to monitor what's going on in the situation. And people are sitting up having meetings about you. They could have, if you're speaking up or something, they're having meetings about what you're saying, or they're having meetings talking about what they're seeing about tarot readings. They talking about get some supplies for some. People are weird. I don't even like fear-mongering type things. Like, just want you out of my energy. Somebody's like, I just want this person gone. This is somebody who watches too much TV shows. They think they're on an episode of that, that TV show that starts with a P. Well, they out here running a label or something like they made, or like this is that other TV show that starts with an E that came out around the same time. Oh, what that say? You know them, but they don't know you. Yeah, so this is somebody who feels like you know them. You know how they think, you know how they move, but they don't know you. They don't know how you move. So they're kind of feeling like they're at like a disadvantage when it comes to you. It says trying to take someone's kid. Somebody could be trying to take your kid away from you or something like that if you have a kid. They could want to use close family members to do it. What else is sticking out here? Somebody's saying it's a boy, especially if you have a son. Doesn't have to be. That's there. Because how do you explain this to someone without sounding cruel? And that fell on trying to take somebody's kid. So they don't even know how to even try to pull that off. You see how I'm saying? They're just in a circle just throwing ideas out. We have, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. This could be something that somebody could be trying to plan for like your future. And that's funny that was said. And then we have, you're much different than I expected. And lastly, what we had fell out was an adoption or an adopted child. Something is involving a child here. So just be mindful of who you have kids with as well, because we have stalker on top here. It says you are the target. They're using them as the decoy. Be mindful of these kids. We're going to go over to something else. Let me just finish this little tiny pal. A bomb threat. Somebody feels like you threaten their whole organization, operation, who they are, what they have going on. I'm going to go and pull some more tarot cards here. And then we have something is weirdly connected. Certain things that don't seem connected are connected here. And that's coming through as well. Something to do with tame temper. This is giving me the energy of don't reconnect with any exes either. So we're just going to pull a couple of these cards here. I actually want to pull a couple of these cards. And then we're going to close out with some oracles, and that's it. Somebody's not able to hurt you. That fell out immediately and fell on top of me. Nobody's able to hurt you in some sort of way or take your stability from you. What's at the top of the deck here? You're quite abundant. You're going to keep your 7. Remember that 777? It's a no. And then we also have victory here. You have victory. Nothing to worry about when it comes to these people. I'm not even able to get like a full shuffle because it's just like coming out here. There's a lot of people talking about this. A lot of people talking about what happened or just like the immediate environment that you're in for some of you guys. Some of you guys know somebody, or this is you. You're like a Hispanic male. Some of you guys know a Hispanic man. He's not that skinny. This could be a person who curses a lot. They could have did time. They could carry like a little pocket knife or something with them. Could have some tattoos or something like that. That's also coming through. Spanish man. Okay. That's all I'm getting. This is somebody that somebody wants to use to like monitor you and watch you here, but they're not able to get some sort of scoop on you. With the high priestess is stagnant, with the eye stagnant. This person's not able to watch you for these people, so be mindful of this person here. Just somebody who could. For some of you guys, they drink a lot of beers. For others of you guys, they could smoke a lot. They could smoke cigarettes here. This sort of partnership that they have with this person is not going to work. It's going to blow up in their face because I'm getting that these are two strong personalities, and this person could be into some form of like witchcraft, or they could have a grandmother that does like brujeria or something like that that's coming through, and the grandmother's going to like speak some like knowledge, and they could have like a seer in their family that's going to come tell them like don't get involved in this, and their mind is going to be about money, but they're going to let it go because she's going to tell them the money is going to like take them out of here or something I'm picking up on. And they're going to end up listening as well. And they might even end up, I'm not going to reveal that. Something is out of somebody's hand. Something is bigger than somebody. So they're going to let it go, or you're being asked to surrender something. A King of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't worry about this person. I'm having all green cards come out. The color green is really prevalent here. The Fool card in reverse. Somebody's going to do something reckless on their own where you're not even going to have to do anything. So just release this person because they're going to like set themselves up by being too cocky and too arrogant. I'm seeing this card stick out to me. I'm sorry. They're going to regret what they did here. What do we get here? The Lovers in the reverse. Something's going to blow up in their life. A connection. Could even be their partner. For some of them, it's going to be something to do with their mother. The Emperor. Somebody's going to step in to like do the right thing when it comes to you in some sort of way here. And then we have the Chariot in the reverse. Something's not going to go the way that somebody else planned it, because it's an injustice here with the Justice card in the reverse. There's a group of people that were having this meeting about you, throwing these ideas out, that wanted to see you hurt. There's a main person here that's in their emotions and in their feelings. I'm picking up that this is the ringleader. This person in the middle is, they're going to end up turning their back on somebody in the group. This is going to be something to do with like, that's going to be their downfall. And then this person, this is giving me the energy of like somebody thought that they were sipping tea here, and they're gonna find out that it's, you know, it's pee. Like, there's a lot going on here. And then somebody's gonna be stuck with a lot of resentment. There goes that I'm sorry energy. We have a bunch of major arcana that came out back to back. The Fool, the Lovers, the Emperor, the Chariot, the Justice card. All of that came out back to back to back to back. And that's major life-changing events happening one after another. So that's like a dark night of the soul that's coming for this group here. And because the last 3 cards that I pulled that are all blue, that represents the throat chakra, which lets me know people's mouths have gotten them caught up, and there's going to be a lot of gossip surrounding this situation. And then that first blue card came down on top of this, where that light is like glowing over this neck here also. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. You're going to be very abundant in every way possible. People aren't going to be taking something. Because for some of you, right? For some of you, you're just destined to have like a level of like abundance, right? Beautiful life. For others of you, you paid your karma already. You're due justice. You're due whatever abundance is for you. Nobody can take it from you. God is not going to have that, right? And then we have something here about some people from the past. What about this? Something stable is here, or you got people in the past. You see that arm at a distance trying to see how stable you are, what your stability is like, but they're not going to be able to plot on it either way. So you guys have some peeping toms type of energy here. They're trying to figure out what to do in regards to what, like when it comes to like you moving forward or your connection with God. They're trying to figure that out so they can figure out what to do about it, because they don't want to stop you from moving forward with this Knight of Wands here. But their plan to stop you has been stopped itself. It's already stopped. And it's been stopped with a major arcana with the Death card in the reverse. And then we have the Empress in the reverse here. Somebody's going to be losing some form of like status. Somebody's looked up to or looked at as like a caregiver in the community, somebody that's trusted, they're not going to be seen that way. So somebody who cares a lot about their reputation is going to be losing their reputation. This Queen of Swords that people take good advice from, they see this person as somebody that's good, is finally going to be looked at as though they're not a good person. That's coming up too. And they're not going to be able to get out of this. They're not going to be able to get away from this here. There's some sort of pending accountability here that somebody's not going to be able to get out of. They're going to be trapped. We have 3 red here. We know red represents where is the red at? I can't even think right now. I'm not going to look into that right now. I can't think. Where's red? Red is passion. I'm just going to stick with passion. Where's the red? Purple, blue, green, orange, yellow, red. Root chakra. This is going to hit somebody's stability level. Then we have the 4 of Cups. They're going to be losing something. Something's going to go away. Something they should have lost a long time ago. It could be a house here with this 4 of Wands sticking out to me. Because they wished bad things for you. They could have even done things to make bad happen to you here. You're going to receive everything anyway. This is somebody that was trying to take everything from you, or they didn't want you to have what they had or something. Like, they want to be like the best person, or like some of you guys, this could be even family. Like, I want to be the highest in the family. I want to be the richest. I want to be the only person with a good marriage. Like, they were in some weird like competition energy here. And they did something they didn't have no business doing here. The King of Swords in the reverse here. Somebody's spouse is talking down on you in the family. Somebody that's not related to you but could be dating a family member of yours is talking about you, and your own ancestors for your highest good is looking at you, looking at this person and your family member crazy. Like, what? We have the Hangman. Somebody doesn't know something. What they don't know. How balanced you are, or how much things are going to go in your favor, especially when it comes to like this Death card here. They're going to be very bitter about it once they figure it out. Ooh, I need to put some water in my hair. And they're very hurt because you exposed something about these people. And and they tried to manipulate what you said or manipulate the truth or get people to believe something different or get them to look at you funny, but they're stuck in mental anguish because you could be making sense or something like that. They're not able to spin some sort of narrative. You're very strong. You're a formidable opponent. They didn't expect that. They wish they didn't come up against you. Somebody did something for money here. Look what I said. Somebody did something for money here. I love when the cards line up like this. And now they're going to be losing money. Something is very imbalanced. They shouldn't have done something to you. They unfairly gave something to you or gave something of yours away. With this Six of Cups stagnant, somebody didn't give you something they were supposed to give you. And the wheel is going to be turning in your favor because they're not permitted to actually take this away. And you're going to be encouraged not to turn back or look back for these people. When you get moved forward, when your spirit team steps in, don't look back for these people. You already offered them enough pure love. They didn't accept it then, so don't let them take it from you, because if they could, they would have took this from you or took everything from you and just left you with nothing. Something is involving a contract here. Something has been revealed. Somebody's looking into something. There's a new beginning coming for you. This Ace of Pentacles is stagnant. It's yours. It's always been yours, so it's going to stay yours here. There's some sort of devil energy that's in the reverse, so something's going back to these people. They were plotting on your money here. Now there's some sort of dishonesty when it comes to money that's coming out, involving a Queen of Pentacles who did something, could have did something illegal for money. We have here the Queen of Wands went forward with doing something in order to... Eight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, in order to get something to go in her favor, to make it seem like she deserved it and not you or something like that. Somebody has sticky fingers here. All because they just didn't want you to have something. I can't with this. We're going to pull a couple more cards here. But you're abundant either way. Judgment is being called and it's being ruled in your favor here. You're not going to go through a tower moment because that's not your portion in life. You've already been through enough with this Five of Wands. You've been attacked a whole bunch, even in ways that you don't even know that's going to be revealed to you. And something was just extremely illegal that was done as well. Some of you guys could have been wrongfully imprisoned at one point, if that's something that happened to some of you guys. Knight of Swords, somebody shouldn't have said something about you. Because now there's nothing they can do to take it back or to try to make it look like it wasn't what it was, because it is what it is. They made a choice and they felt like they were on top of the world here, that they were going to be receiving something. Didn't matter what they said. Somebody was very cocky and they didn't see how this would blow back or how it would jam them up in the future. And it was all about a lie. And somebody told a lie here. And now they're carrying a lot of burdens and things like that is coming out. And they're trapped in whatever it is they wanted for you. What the heck? What is this? What the freak just happened? And now they're trapped. I don't know what just happened, but I hope it wasn't no crazy mess. King of Cups. And the reverse here. Somebody just... now I feel like a little bit discombobulated. There's a masculine here that was in some sort of vengeful energy that used his power in order to pull some sort of weight to get something done here. It doesn't seem like that's been divinely permitted. Now this person is feeling defeated. There's a lot of fiery, passionate energy here. There's a couple or a group of people that are in a lot of turbulence because of this, because they wasn't able to pull off this betrayal. And your cups are coming in either way, even if it's coming in slow. Oh, confirmation. Okay, guys, my name is Honey the Shaman. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to book a reading with me. My honeytheshaman@gmail.com is a good way to get in contact with me, or click the link in my bio to book your reading. Either way, I'm very grateful for your presence. I'm very grateful that I was able to read for you, and I hope that you come back again soon.